stayed at. This is our third harvest host that we've stayed at so far, and this is called the Maiden Rock Winery and Cidery. And they have apple trees, all different kinds of apple trees. And this is our view as we're looking at our from our camper. But we just really appreciate our harvest host for letting us stay here tonight, and we just want to give a big thank you. This harvest host location is in Stockholm, Wisconsin, which has a population of 66. So we want to give Stockholm the old hee-haw salute.
Salute!
Paul sometimes finds little odd places for us to pull over and rest for a little bit. And this odd place is Zumbroda, Minnesota. Zumbroda has the only covered bridge left in Minnesota. And this covered bridge was built in 1859. It originally stood 1,000 feet upstream or downstream and over the Zumba River, and there's a little park attached to it that you can walk around, and it's even got some camping, some small camping spots there. But covered bridges are almost, a thing of the past, and this one has been restored very well by the Covered Bridge Society in Zumbroda. So just wanted to give you a little gem of what we found and share our experience with you. I'm gonna walk through the covered bridge. You notice on the sign it says a $10 fine for driving faster than a walk across this bridge. So I'm just walking, I'm not driving. Imagine they drove horse and buggies through here. There's a lot of picture windows out towards the overlooking the river, and then another window on the other side overlooking Zumbroda, part of the city. I hope you enjoyed that little tidbit of history. Again, I'm in Zumbroda, Minnesota. On our way, we're going to do south a little bit. We're going to avoid Minneapolis and St. Paul. Here in St. Cloud, Minnesota, and some friends have directed us to one of the beautiful places here on the Mississippi River. It's called Munsinger and Clemens Garden. Right now we're standing in Clemens Garden, and if you can see behind me, this is just one of 6 different gardens areas in this section. Munsinger Gardens is more down on the river. We've already been through that one. It's more you to just kind of pan down there. There's a lot of trees, but there's a lot of different beautiful flowers down there in the side of the river. But both gardens are well worth seeing. It's free, open to the public, and just a lovely place to come. So if you're ever up in the St. Cloud, Minnesota area, stop by and see Munsinger and Clemens Gardens.
Morning.
Good morning. We are headed down to the river walk beside the Mississippi River. It's located by St. Cloud University. And right now the view is pretty spectacular.
We're actually across the river from Munsinger Park, where we were yesterday, Munsinger Gardens. And so we can see the gardens off in the distance. And we were told that the river is wider in this part than in the rest of the area because just south of us is a lock and dam that's used for hydroelectric power. And so it backs the river up a little bit in this area, but north of us, the river starts getting narrower. So as we go north, we'll be able to see the narrower Mississippi.
This trail is supposed to lead into another trail called Beaver Island Trail, and it's about a 5-mile hike. But I don't think we'll be doing that one. Well, that was the shortest half-mile I've been on.
We'll probably go back the other way too.
I guess St. Cloud is known for its granite work. They have a quarry, a granite quarry here. It's actually been turned into a park. And this is just a piece of the granite that they have here that they've cut, that they mined from the park. In 1869, the third state normal school opened with 5 instructors and 50 students along the Oak Crown banks of the Mississippi River. In 1921, the school became St. Cloud State Teachers College. In 1957, St. Cloud State College, and in 1975, St. Cloud State University. Looks like a nice place. Alright, so did we figure out
Yep.
where we're going?
This is actually Beaver Island Trail.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay. Okay, so we found a sign that gives a little bit of a history of the dam. So
The original dam, constructed of stone and wood, was built in 1886.
oh, it moves around.
And then in 1908, Whitney purchased the St. Cloud Public Service Company and the dam. He used the dam to expand the trolleys. 1914, as power consumption needs grew, then they added the generators. In 1967, power generation ceased. The original dam failed in 1969, and the concrete dam replaced it in 1970. And in 87, the gate and spillway were constructed to produce 8.86 megawatts of electrical energy per day.
Now this is something you don't get to do every day. We're getting ready to walk under the power lines. And the sign says, "Keep off, do not climb, danger, high voltage." I'm sure it's fine. I don't think our brains will be fried. Uh-oh, tree down. Have to go around. Oh boy. Major tree down. Up. Thank you, sweetheart.
I said exploring was easy.
Looks like this opens out into a little park.
When we get here, or when we start heading back, I'll check my pedometer.
Oh, and see how
we'll
far
double
we...
it, and then that way we can get a more accurate reading.
One of our summer to remember things that we're doing is we put down to hike 20 miles because, hey, this is 2020, right? So everything comes in 20s.
We're not doing it all at one time, we're just breaking it up. So each time we go on a hike in an area and explore, we write down how many miles that particular section was. I think we're probably going to end up closer to 30 or 40 miles.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk down and take a look at the boat launch area. Whoa. And here's a nice view of the dam that we just saw. It's so quiet here on the river and peaceful. A little closer view of the rapids. Don't fall.
Can't quite step across it yet.
Nope, not yet. Gotta wait till we get to Itasca. There's an island out in the middle of the river. Maybe that's Beaver Island. What do you think?
I think that one's Beaver Island.
Oh,
The bigger one.
yeah, the bigger one. Paul said a while ago there's a very different sound here to the river. That's what we experienced downstream. Because the small rapids here, it's got more of a babbling brook sound. So you're probably wondering why we are in St. Cloud, what drew us here, other than the fact that we have friends that Paul met and we become friends. On the way we had trouble with our DEF gauge on our truck. So Paul, go ahead.
Well, apparently the DEF pump went out, so it wasn't pumping DEF, and it was telling the truck that it didn't have any tank. When that happens, your vehicle goes into what they call limp mode, and you can't go more than 5 miles an hour. So that definitely wasn't going to work. So we found a dealership here in St. Cloud. I called them and made an appointment. I called our hometown dealership and got our information and service work on the truck. And fortunately, the problem is covered under warranty. So what we're doing now is we're just taking a walk around town, down the Beaver Island Trail here in St. Cloud, and just enjoying life while we're waiting on the work.
So we praise God for that, and that's a blessing. And we've had several blessings. We weren't sure 40 miles back from town if we were even gonna make it to St. Cloud because the DEF gauge was telling us that we were gonna go 40 miles an hour. But we prayed and asked God to touch the engine and make it go, and that's exactly what he did.
Our newfound friends here in St. Cloud were so gracious. They loaned us a truck while ours was going to be in the shop. They even went and borrowed a trailer so that we wouldn't have to have the truck towed from their house to the dealership. And McKay Dodge Jeep Ram is doing a great job of working on our truck for us today. And we've heard lots of good things about that dealership. So looking forward to getting it back here shortly.
All right, and we will see you all later.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.